Please stand by for further details. We return you now to your regularly scheduled program.
Hello to those of you who are feeling called to this reading, in particular, mystery reading number 887. My name is Elizabeth, and before getting into this reading, chances are that most of the people watching this video are not subscribed, so if you are a reoccurring viewer, you enjoy my work and would like to help support the growth of my channel, feel free to do so by sticking around and hitting that subscribe button down below and ringing the notification bell next to it if you feel called to. And if you do decide to stick around and support my channel, welcome and thank you very much. So when I first tried to record this video, it only lasted only seconds long because I quickly ran out of storage space because I forgot to empty out, after I deleted the videos, I forgot to empty them out of the trash, in my storage. And I feel like this is part of the reading. It feels like it's important for you to let go of someone or something, to make room of someone or something more spiritually aligned that helps guide you and give you direction, maybe even some hope, some optimism, maybe helps lift up your spirits. You only have so much capacity in your life, in your mind, in your heart, in your soul. And so it's very important to be mindful of how you use that capacity, that storage. There could also be something significant here about a storage unit for somebody, it feels like. Moving into interpreting number 887. The number 8 is about walking away from or letting go of someone or something, trusting that whatever is lost will be replaced. So this is actually extremely fitting for, how in the beginning of the video, literally a minute ago, I was talking about letting go of someone or something to make room for someone or something more aligned with your spiritual needs. So it does feel like there is someone or something in your life that is making it harder for you to not only trust and believe in yourself, but also definitely to trust and believe in your faith, whether it's spiritual faith or just hope about the future. It feels like there's an energy, maybe an energy vampire, trying to dim your light, whether it's intentional or not. Feels like something is casting more darkness, more confusion, more fear into your reality, and you need to remove whatever that is so you don't make the wrong decisions or end up in a position that you don't deserve to be in. There could even be something like paranormal going on here, where you have an object that has a paranormal attachment that you may need to get rid of. But only trust that feeling if it resonates for you, if it's there. The number 7 is about wisdom, learning, gaining a deeper understanding. I want to say primarily of yourself, but it can definitely be of another situation or another person. But I feel like letting go, embracing the loss, is meant to encourage you or push you to look at what there is to learn from the loss, what you can do to better protect yourself spiritually. This very much feels like protecting yourself from spiritual attacks or psychological attacks. So you might need to develop some tools or seek out some tools that help you stay grounded, that keep you connected with yourself, your faith, and your trust within yourself, your intuition. and also keeps you connected with, whatever higher power you believe in, the divine, angels could be a very specific one for somebody. The color blue could be significant. I'm being reminded of a card that I have that I mentioned in the reading yesterday or before this one, where the number 333 was on there and the color blue was literally on that card. So number 3 could be significant for you. For me, that number is about communicating, expressing yourself, healing, growing, transforming, investing. It feels like how you make yourself heard in this situation is by walking away, letting go, using your voices with actions, not with words. And I feel like this release is going to be healing, and it's going to help you grow. Really feeling into that number 7 wisdom type of energy. It really feels like you are meant to learn something right now with an energy in your life that is trying to hold you back or distract you or anything like that, to keep you from following what I want to call is your divine path, the path in life that you lead with honesty, authenticity. The name Austin might be significant for somebody. Adding up these numbers, 8 plus 8 is 16, and 16 plus 7 is 23. 1223 might be significant for somebody, like a time or a Bible verse or something. Or just the number 23 could be significant, for better or for worse. It really just depends on what it means for you. But 2 plus 3 is 5. And 5 is all about change and transformation, which really confirms that this letting go, this release is change. And so I feel like you're being called to embrace that change and the changes that it forces within you. I don't think there's really much else to say about that, so I'm going to go ahead and start wrapping up this reading by drawing out a card from the Ancestor Spirit Oracle card to see what else wants to come out for you and how it may connect back to the number 887. Using this deck could be a sign for somebody that your ancestors in particular are present for you, and this thing that is trying to distract you or destabilize you, it's either something to do with your money, your closest relationships, your family, something that is meant to make you feel unsafe, unstable. So let's go ahead and see what this next card is. Well, this only card is for you. Very, very interesting. So it says awaken your inner shaman and connect, invoke, and heal. I thought this was very interesting because this image on this card is what is on the front of the box for these cards. And when I was selecting a deck to use, which I was closing my eyes, using my hands to feel like, which deck do I feel called to? When I felt called to this deck, I kept wanting to rub this side of the box, and on the side of the box there's also the image of this card. So I feel like whoever is watching this energy feels very sacred, and it makes me feel even more that your ancestors from many generations are very much present with you and trying to support you. And this also reinforces a spiritual protection, awakening your inner shaman. And it feels like it's reinforcing this. I can't really let me think. It's just a feeling, That's just what my intuition is telling you. Me personally, I don't know a lot about shamans, but this energy feels very spiritual, so maybe I should go do some research. Maybe you should if you feel called to. I encourage you if you aren't familiar with shamans, or I wanted to say shaman work. I also, because this says heal, this confirms what I was saying before, that this release is going to help you heal. I do feel like you are meant to initiate, to invoke. You may feel drawn to fire or light, and I feel like you're really being called to connect with yourself and your spirituality, your spirit guides, your faith, and to do more research on, or to figure out how you need to be protecting yourself spiritually right now.